Hello everybody, Lord Almighty here. Today is Saturday, July 13th, 2019, and I am back here at the Jersey Shore on another calm and beautiful morning. And I'm hoping to hook up with some more light tackle surf fish today. But I'm going to be using something a little bit different than my normal gulp. I've actually brought a box full of my homemade ultralight bladed jig heads with me. So I'm going to throw these around and I'm going to see if they work as well in saltwater as they do in freshwater. I'm starting out with the 1/16 ounce model that's got a 3-inch swim bait on it. I'll switch to a smaller one if I think it's warranted, but I'll start with this one and we'll see what we can dredge up. Ooh, that was a hit on the first cast. There we go, look at that. Oh, he came off. So that was 2 hits on the first cast. Oh, and the tail came off, look at that. I'll bet you they're a little bluefish. You know, let me try without the tail. See if that makes a difference. I want to see if it was the action of the tail or the action of the chatterbait head that brought those fish in. Wow. Okay. Well, whatever it is just bit off even more of it. So, looks like I'm finally going to have to change swim baits. They got to be bluefish. I mean, look at how that's torn up. That's got to be a bluefish, right? Oop. Pick that up. Don't want to litter on New Jersey's pristine beaches. There we go, there's a fish. Feels like it's a decent size, too. What have I got? Oh wow, he's pulling drag. What have we here? Come on up, come on up. Oh, look at this. It's a sea robin. Not a bad size either. Alright. Well, there we go. At the very least, my little bladed jigs catch sea robins. I know that's really not saying much because sea robins will eat anything, but hey, it's a fish, and it's a start. Really cool looking fish. Look at the fins on this thing. It is just such a unique looking fish. I don't know why people consider these trash fish. Alright, back you go. Was that a fish? Yeah, that's a fish. Felt a little bump. Oh, what do we got here? It's a jumper. It is a bluefish. Little snapper blue. Easy there, pal. Come on, buddy. Out you come, out you come. Jeez. This guy don't want to give it up. I'd have thought you'd have figured out by now that this is not a real fish. There we go. Alright, back you go. Ooh, there's a fish. I haven't really found any concentrations of fish. It's always been a hit here, a hit there. And here we have another one. Not fighting too hard. Oh, now he is. Oh, look at this. Little flounder. Oh. Ah, bit off my jig head. Dang it. Well, the hook should rust out. I mean, I used jig heads that were designed for freshwater, so they should dissolve in the salt water pretty quickly. I think that fish will be fine. I do, however, need to tie on a new jig head. Alright, new jig head, new swim bait, ready to go. So that's 3 different species so far on the bladed jig head. What would get me the grand slam in this situation? Maybe a striper? Dare I dream? Well guys, I've been fishing with the little bladed jig for almost an hour and a half now, and I've caught 3 fish, 3 different species, and had several other hits, which is encouraging. It's actually a lot better than I thought I might do on this thing today. But I am going to switch away from this bait, and the main reason is I'm seeing a very fatal limitation with using this bait under these conditions, and that is it's just too light. And that's hurting me in 2 different ways. So first of all, even with this light tackle, I can't really cast this bait out very far. So unless the fish are really close in, I'm not going to get many bites on it. And second of all, even under these calm conditions, I mean, you can see these aren't exactly what I would call rough seas. Even this minimal wave action makes it very difficult to keep that bait down. Now, for fish like bluefish that are using the entire water column, not such a big deal. But for fish like fluke, which are really glued to the bottom, that's going to be an issue. You know, that bait's going to be out of the strike zone for a lot of the time, and you're going to have a difficult time hooking up with anything. So I'm going to put this away. I would say overall, proof of concept, yes, you can definitely catch fish in the surf with these little bladed jigs. Is it the optimum lure to use under these conditions? I'm going to have to say no, it is not. So I'm going to take this off, and I think since I'm seeing a lot of bluefish, or at least getting hits from what I think are bluefish, I'm going to switch to a little cast master and see if I can't get some more of those little cocktail blues, because those are always a ton of fun on light tackle. And then maybe later I might switch back to gulp to see if I can't catch some fluke. Oh wow! I just got rocked with the cast master. How did he not hook up? He almost tore the rod out of my hands. Oh, there's a fish. What do we got? Ah, it's a fluke on the cast master. Didn't even get him in the mouth. I hooked him in the gill, or on the gill plate. He is not happy about it. Alright, pal. Okay. No blood, he's fine. And he just kissed my foot before he swam away. Weirdo. Alright guys, well the cast master bite was not impressing me. So I switched over to gulp on a 1/4 ounce jig head, and I'm going to sling this around, see if I can't bag a few more flounder before I call it a morning. Oh, there we go. He just kind of sucked it up and sat on it. There we go. There's a short little fluke. Oh, and now came right off. Let's see if he can make it back on his own. See if a wave comes up and grabs him. Oh, not quite. Oh, wait, here we go. There we go, he's on his way. There we go. That was a much more aggressive hit. Oh, and he popped off again. Let's give you a helping hand. Oh, apparently he doesn't need it. Because here comes the waves. He was like, get your hands off me. I'll show myself out. There we go. That's the third cast in a row in this spot. There's actually like a little depression right next to these rocks. So there must be a bunch of them stacked up here. There we go. That's a little bit bigger. Not yet, you fool. He just does not want to be grabbed. Ah, come on. Give me a break. Okay. Now we can get this guy unhooked. There we go. Alright. This guy's rowdy. I'm going to throw him right back in. Oh, jeez. It's another one. Because they don't want my help getting back into the ocean. There we go. That's 4 in a row. No. You're coming up here. Ah, didn't even get him in the mouth. There we go. Okay. Hook is out. So he's not going to go anywhere when he's upside down. And off he goes. Oh, there we go. That was a different kind of hit. I wonder if this is a fluke. Did he come off? Or is he swimming right at me? Oh, he's swimming right at me. What is this? Come back here, buddy. Ah, it's a kingfish. It's a northern kingfish. Caught a couple of these last time I came down to the beach. This one's bigger than the ones I was catching then. Alright, let's get him back. There we go, fish on. That last spot dried up, so I moved to this new one, or this other one. I fished this earlier with the bladed jig. Oh, this one's got some shoulders. And first cast in here. Ooh. That's a decent sized fluke. I don't think that's quite legal size. That's close. You got to be 18 to keep. I think he's probably an inch or two short, but Really nice fish, especially for right in the surf. There we go. That one hit it right next to the rocks. Another flatty. Come on up. All right. All right. There we go. There we go. Oh, wow. That feels nice. What have I got here? If it's a fluke, I'll bet it's a keeper. Damn, look at this thing pulling. Oh, looks like another sea robin. Yep, sure enough. Decent sized one though. Alright, buddy boy. Ow! Got me with his spine. Alright. That's a decent sized sea robin. If I was in the mood, I'd take this guy home and eat him. He'd get some decent fillets off of that guy. But, as it stands, he's going back. And look at that. You don't want to grab those things by the head, or you'll get a lot more of those on your hand. Seems like most of the fish are right next to the rocks here. Ah, another flounder. Easy, easy, easy. Okay. Get this guy unhooked. Jeez. These things are so hard to handle. You gotta grab them in like, ow, you gotta grab them in like just the right spot. Plus this guy's hooked kind of deep. Alright, there we go. Oof. Alright, back you go. Little stinker. Well guys, the bathers are outnumbering the bites, so it's time for me to wrap up the morning. It was a really fun morning of fishing. I caught plenty of fish. I even caught a few on the bladed jig, which I honestly wasn't sure was going to work at all, fishing from the beach. But in the end, it was the gulp that was the main producer, and I'm okay with that. Even though I would really love the bladed jig to be a magic lure that catches all the fish under any circumstances, I know that's impossible. And just knowing that even if it's not the best choice for beach fishing, it's still an option, I think that's pretty cool. So thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you on the next adventure.